Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. It's me, your boy Fix, and I did some work last episode. Man, we did a huge project last episode. Let's walk over there just in case you missed it, okay? Let's just fly on over to the little yet unnamed village. I'm looking for a name in the comments from last episode. If you missed it, you probably still have a chance because that episode is not released to the general public yet. But this area is really cool. I really liked it. So we have this it's just a little town that maybe the farmers who work on this field out here, let's say some lore. Whoever owns this field, a not so nice guy, we'll name him Baron Bigsley. Okay, Baron Bigsley owns these fields, all these giant crop fields here, and Baron Bigsley pays these people a peasant's rate, like very, very poorly. He pays these people to work his fields all day. They work it all day, every day. They work these fields, and they do great. But Baron Bigsley rules with a bit of an iron thumb, where these people are watched all the time by guards and stuff. They're not really guards because they're not like slaves or something. They're just like, overseers. Let's say these people are guarded by overseers, right? And if anyone is caught eating any of Baron Bigsley's crops, they are in big time trouble. So they don't do that. So that's why they grow all these little tiny crop fields here in their little town so they can actually eat, because these are theirs. And I think that would be a cool little bit of lore. And yeah, this area is very cool. It really makes me happy. Just like walking through, I'm like, oh yeah, this feels like a place. I do want to do some more stuff. Like there's still a lot more to do here, and we're going to get to that all in good time, but not yet, because today I have a different project in mind. And that's why we started off at the old Diagonal Castle, because that's where I want to work on today on first. So let's get on over here to the Diagonal Castle. There's so many things we want to do in these worlds. I want to work on the docks. I want to build some ships. I want to work more on Dockside City. I want to work on these crop fields over here. I mean, man, the list is really amazing. I do want to build some honey farms. I have some major landscaping stuff that I want to do. I got to work under the mountain on the fortress that is under the mountain. I got to work on the other side of the mountain. There's a big waterfall that's going to be coming here and leading off into the jungle. That's going to be a massive dig. And yeah, you could just think about the amount of projects I want to do. Plus the Guardian Farm, not to mention that. There's this whole area over there. There's these trees that are right there. They're just growing next to the little village I made here that I want to do something about that. I want to work on the rivers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while. But today I want to work on at least the top of this, if not make this whole area like outside of the castle nice. That's going to be the idea. So first thing I want to do is I want to work on kind of the walkway here. And I'm thinking that we make a nice one. You know, I'm all about zigzag paths and rough and tumble pathing and all that kind of stuff. But I'm thinking maybe this path here, maybe it's a little nicer, right? Like maybe this is actually some sort of like slightly symmetrical type of thing. So if we did like this and we dig this much out, then because I want to have something in the middle of this. So that does leave like not that much room for the middle of it. So then if we did this, see, yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we do something like this, and then this will go off this way, right? So we'll do three wide, and then let's see, that'd be like 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Something like this. How's that look for a circle? You got to get out of there, sheep. Something like that. That might not be too bad. Let's work out some of this here off camera, so I can hem and haw and not be too annoying, and then I'll come back and we'll discuss how this is starting to look. I have a couple ideas here. A couple ideas I think are going to work out quite well. So I need to find where the center of this door technically is. And I think it's right there. So let's go center to right about here. And then we'll make this that. Okay, so then we'll make this that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then we'll just do here, and here, which means that. Okay, how's that? It needs to be a little bit wider. So we'll peel off this. I'm trying to keep it symmetrical if you can't tell what is going on here. let's take a look at this place. I did just a little bit of setting up, and I'm kind of getting a feel for if I like this or not. This is so different than the rest of this world. It's just so sort of symmetrical and nice and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it's really cool. You know, again, the idea would be that you would. This is not the main door. It's something I didn't really think through completely whenever I was building this place. This can't be the main door because there's no. Hello, there's no way out. So that means this is not the main door. That means this is like a back door to this castle, which, I mean, this is the better view of it, but that means that the main door is actually over here and, you know, going to be the main door whenever we eventually build, right? But yeah, that means this is kind of the main way in. I have a thought, and I think the thought is that the main way in is going to be, I think I'm going to take down this bit of the mountain here, just this part. And I think what I want to do is I want to make it into kind of a U shape where this is the high point and then that over there is the high point. And I think I want this to go away or become a ridge, like a mountain ridge. Frankly, or higher or anything, but where it is right now is it's like the worst, right? Where it is right now is the worst height because it's kind of in middle. It's like blah. If it were this high and it went across to right there, I guess that would be okay. We could do like a bridge. We could do a little walkway that kind of goes through here, but that means that we have this area as well to do something with, and I'm not really sure what exactly to do there. So I have a few blocks here. I think that we will make it out of polished diorite for right now. I'm gonna grab some of these. Okay, so let's see. Where's the middle of this tower? It's right here, right? And I think I would want to go at this height, I think. So if we just go right along here, that's going to bring us into here, which is good. And do I have anything else? I'll change out the block. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. Oh, wait, hold on. I have these. We'll do slabs. Okay, cool. All right, so then we'll do, like, coming across here, something like this. And then we'll come in right here, okay? Okay, this could be maybe what we'll do is we'll maybe bring that up, something like this. Can we just do that? Yeah, okay. So that way you're not walking right into a wall. And then you'd walk through here and you still can get to everything. So I think this, unbelievably and not so great, but this may actually be the main entrance. If we wanted to be a little bit more creative, we could do something like this, make it a little bit bigger, make this a little bit bigger. Let me see. You know what we could do? I'm thinking this through. You know what we could do? We could make this actually like flat and we could make this open. Let's see. What if we just did this? What if we just did something like this? I'm thinking on my feet here. So, and just for right now, and maybe something like this. So it looks like it's structural there. Maybe that might work. There's a lot to think about here. There's a lot to think about. I think that's probably that might be the best way to go on this. Maybe, like, what even is this? This is a room? It's just a diagonal room? Oh, I got a lot of work to do here. I threw down a couple brown beds. I think that really helps. Also, I made this little fountain here. I couldn't decide what to do. I couldn't decide if I wanted a statue or not. And I decided that I didn't want anything big to block this, so I wanted something very low. And so I thought a really, really simple fountain here could be the right answer. I think it is. I think it's actually nice. It's nice. You hear that little bit of water sound when you're close by. These benches are really cool. And if you're like down there's no big statue or big flag. I considered a lot of different options that are going to block your view of the diagonal castle because I think it's important that you can see it from wherever you are. Now a couple other things that I'm thinking about here. I'm thinking really hard about it. I grew a tree. I needed some spruce, so I just grabbed a couple saplings. I just planted them here just to get a little bit of spruce. But before I cut this down, I want to know in my own head, is a spruce tree here. I'm thinking like a small custom spruce tree. Of course, we're not just going to plant spruce trees here. Oh, no, we don't do that here. But if I made a couple small spruce trees, kind of like what I did over the mountain up here, if that would be cool, as long as it's on sides, right? So you can still get a good view, but maybe a spruce tree like over there, maybe on the other side of that over here. over there, a couple over there, maybe just kind of hang off the mountain. So let's travel to over here on top of the old breeder and my vantage point, and see what we think of that tree. And if there were like, say, 4 or 5 more. See, I think that'd be good. I think it'd be good to bring in some green, which I think there's a lot of red. I like it for sure, but there's a lot of red. And I think having some trees, also, that's going to help for scale. As long as I keep them nice and small, that's going to help, I think, the feeling of scale of how big the castle actually is. If you see, oh, wow, there's a couple really small trees there, that's really, dwarfing the castle really dwarfs those trees. So, yeah, I think it'd be a positive move. I really like these lampposts as well. Very, very super simple, but I think they are pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, I'll get some spruce, and I'll plant maybe 5 or 6 of these trees sort of around this circle, and just kind of see how that feels. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. This is nice. This is nice. I like it. Not a huge change, but I think it's pretty good. It's really, really starting to like make the place look finished until you, until you walk in here and you see it's just not finished. Anyway, okay. So here's the next plan. So now that we have that in a nice state of looking pretty good, now I got to naturify some of this stuff. And what I'm talking about, I shouldn't have flown up here. What I'm talking about dangling off the side of this little area right here. Let's go to a nice little vantage point, and I will show you what I mean right now. Okay, the dirt is good. The stone and cobblestone mixture is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. The problem is that there's no nature on the dirt. And yeah, we could bone meal and get some grass, but I think we need some danglers. Like, for example, you see how barren that is? Now let's spin around and take a look over here at the mountain. That's a lot better. And if you take a look over in like this area, you see this? See how much greenery this adds? Yeah, it's just dangling leaves. It's just dangling leaves. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. But by putting leaves that are actually coming down, it's giving motion. Now, nothing's actually moving. Granted, yes, I have shaders, so the leaves are moving. But you know what I mean? Nothing's actually moving in Minecraft. But it's making you feel like the gravity is affecting these leaves and this nature. It makes you feel that the earth is pulling these leaves down, and that's motion in your like subliminal mind, I believe, right? Like, you see how barren that is up there, and you see how not barren this is. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I used a technique here that I started for the first time ever, where because the design, the leaf texture is exactly the same as far as I know between oak and dark oak. I think it's exactly the same. So what I did is I went in the texture pack and I darkened the dark oak quite a bit. So what I tried to do is, for the most part, and not all, I say I didn't do it here, but for the most part, I tried to put the dark oak where it's shaded. Like, this is kind of under that tree up there. These aren't, so these are out front. This one's underneath. See what I mean? I put the dark oak under or in the back of the regular oak. So then from a distance, I know it's nighttime right now, so you can't really see that well. But from a distance, I think it kind of looks subtly like that's shadow where there isn't really shadow, right? I think it kind of works. There's a mob here. Let's take a little look here. I think it looks quite nice. Really quite nice. I think I probably should plant a couple more trees along the outside of this. I actually kind of just forgot, but I'll do that in the next phase here. But I want to talk about something else while I'm in here recording a little clip. Is you may have already seen some parts of this episode, because I'm going to be using this for a little bit of a tutorial of how I record and edit Minecraft videos. Now, I'm not saying my way is the best way. It's certainly not. There are a lot of people that do a lot better episodes than me, but for doing a standard, regular old Let's Play, that video's on my channel. Now, it's not going to be part of this Bedrock Let's Play, but if you want to check that out, you can just check that out. It'll just be a standalone episode. Hey, this is how I record my regular old Let's Play videos, whether it's Bedrock or Java, doesn't really matter, because I'm going to just take you through that, and then I'm going to take you through how I edit it very quickly on Hit Film Express. I'm all about efficiency and getting things done. A lot of that revolves around making sure that your clips that you do are concise and to the point. And I'll talk a lot more about that in that video, but if you missed it, you can go back on the channel and check it out. It's only probably just a couple days ago. All right, let's talk about this as night overtakes my little city there. What I have so far here in the castle is okay. The thing that I'm not liking is how incredibly obviously flat top this is. I've never liked that ever since I built it, but I think I have a solution. It'll still be flat on the top, and that's okay. We can just say that they terraformed, they just shaved off the top of the mountain to build the castle up there, something like that. That's not a big deal. But what we can do to help that a little bit is add some more stuff. So I'm talking about maybe adding in some dirt lines that are down here. Make it look like there's a little bit of an overhang of dirt where maybe if it's a little bit flat, some of this dirt has fallen down. Again, I'm talking just like I talked over there. I'm talking about the motion of bringing it down, making it feel like there's gravity here. So I'm thinking everywhere where there's a fairly obvious line, and I see like right along there there's a line, right along there there's a line. It'd be so much easier to see this in daytime, wouldn't it? Let me do that and I'll show you. You know, sometimes when you're building, you just look at something like, how can this be the same place? It's so different. It's so amazingly different. So I put pine trees going all around now, or our special little custom pine trees, and those little dirt and grass ledges. Woo! Look at that. It looks like a painting, right? You know, still not totally done. Still not totally done. There's still some more things I want to add to the mountain, but you know how we do things. We do some work and then we walk away and we do something else. And then we come back and do some work in the future. But this is a wonderful site. Like we are getting there for sure. I actually might even like the other angle a little bit better. Let me. Oh, I got hiccups. Out of nowhere, I got hiccups. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, this is nice. Ooh. Look at that. Even down there, a little bit of a low bit over there, kind of near the top over there. This hole is potentially going to be something. I've left it open because I'm not totally sure what we're going to do. You know something cool? I don't know how many of you all remember this when we actually built this, but look in here. There's still part of the village here. This mountain was constructed over the village, and I haven't taken it down because I'm not totally sure still what, if anything, I want to do with it. Maybe just seal it up forever, you know, but I think we could potentially get into some kind of cool stuff here. I mean, look, these are path blocks because this is the original generated village. I mean, look, this is that one with that thing there, or with the with the animal pen there. And you come in here. There's this house. I mean, I don't think I took anything out of it. I think this is. I wonder if there's stuff. Yeah, that's original. I'm gonna leave that there forever. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And then if you go out this way, because this was originally where the elevated walkway type of. Hello? Oh, I got poisoned. Oh, there's a witch up there. Oh, stupid. Yeah, this was originally the elevated walkway, and whenever I decided I didn't really totally love that, I took it away, and now this house sort of just goes there. But there was originally that hole that went right through the mountain. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. I lied. That's not going to wrap up today's episode. I want to grab the question or comment of the day, so let's get that before I forget, because I'm getting back in the habit of it. This goes all the way back to episode 12 of this series, and says, I find this comment so funny that I wanted it to be in an episode. I lived in an area code 414 and 412. You know, my name's Fixxitt412, and I can never remember which one was Pittsburgh and which one was Milwaukee. Then I heard Fix Talk. Now I can remember. Thanks. Mitchell Paradise. Also, thank you for the super chat on my my live stream the other day, too. I remember and appreciate it. So that's very funny because Pittsburgh is well known for a very specific accent. If you don't know it, just Google, YouTube, Pittsburghese, and you'll hear it. I can't really do it, but I must have a little bit of it in me because Mitchell immediately picked it out. So yeah, I got a little bit of Pittsburgh in me, and I found that to be such a funny comment. Yeah, it's true. You can't get the Pittsburgh and Milwaukee accents mixed up too easily. We are almost different languages. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do appreciate you spending part of your day with me. I'll see you all next episode of Bedrock Survival with Fix. Bye, everybody. y'all doing?